to a voicemail and leave a message that nobody's calling me back. I can't even say that I refuse to answer the phone because there's nothing for me to do but to sit around and answer the phone. I'm asking you please to get someone, even if you can't call me back, please get someone to call me back regarding Gary's situation. Remember the organization that you all have there that can't answer the phones themselves? So please give me a call back so I can find out about what's going on.
And now we're so happy to welcome Aeryn Garcia. Aeryn, thanks so
Hey,
much for
Aeryn.
joining
Hi,
us.
Aeryn.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Great to see you. Are you in New York?
Jersey City nowadays, but
Jersey.
just across the river.
Fantastic. Um, can you tell us a little bit about your piece and maybe about the process of working with Ken?
Sure. So I kind of wanted to write a snapshot because I had a sort of depressing quarantine, to be honest. So I kind of wanted to kind of do a snapshot of things I was listening to and sort of there's voicemails in the piece that I missed just because I didn't feel like answering the phone that day and things like that. And it's sort of like a downer piece, but it's also, um, you know, it has a lot to do with the things that kind of pushed me through. So there's a lot of like kind of screamo influenced material and like black metal and just like really heavy music that I play in a few screamo bands that tour and stuff like that. So that's always been a big part of my life, and all that kind of stuff made its way into the piece because I felt so disconnected from the community. The piece is called Disconnect, and sort of my outlets when I'm upset. So that's sort of a piece in a nutshell.
I have to ask you one question about the title, because you know
Yes.
the way Bang on a Can works is that we write things up, we pass them along, everybody puts in their 2 cents, and everybody proofreads everything like a million times, hopefully, so we can try to get everything right. You know, so your title of your piece is Disconnect, period. And the number of times that the period got taken out, put back in, moved around, whatever. So I love the idea. I mean, we're used to the idea that a title might have an exclamation point, but I love the idea that your title has this humble little period after it. Can you tell us what that's about?
Yeah, so everything I've sort of written during this period of isolation, I've just kind of marked with that period to sort of just kind of mark all the pieces that happened in this time period. Like that was not a pun to be that was intended, but like yeah, that's basically the only reason. I liked how clean it looked, and I thought it was a cool way to kind of tie all these pieces together because a lot of the pieces have reoccurring themes and things like that.
Aaron, what was the I mean, it's interesting because you and Ken aren't physically so far apart, but then of course everyone feels miles and miles away from each other because we're in isolation. He's in Brooklyn and they are in Jersey City, and so how was the process of working together? Could you all of what you just communicated to us, was that given to Ken so he understands where you're coming from?
Yeah, working with Ken is great. Ken's a kick-ass player, and I knew I could pretty much write whatever, and if anything was weird, we could workshop it. There was only a couple spots where I forgot the clarinet break, and I was like, "Oops, those 9 chords don't work there." Like, but so yeah, it was like really easygoing. Ken's worked with electronics before, so I knew I had asked him if I could write a backing track because I wanted some electronic drums. Like the piece needed the drums to be heavy, like it just needs it for stylistically. So I was super happy that he agreed because bass clarinet, drum machine, that sort of another big influence for the piece was Brendan Randall Meyer's Nausea. Brendan's a great friend, and I wanted to sort of write the screamo version of that, and like hopefully like clarinet dorks who love heavy music and and clarinet can play both or something. That's just like what I was envisioning. Yeah.
Okay, well, I can't wait to hear this. Just want to thank ASCAP for supporting this commission.
Yeah, thank you.
And Aeryn, thanks so much for writing a new piece for Ken Thomson. And we're going to Ken, and we are going to hear Disconnect with a period at the end by Aeryn Garcia.